Now, this business about Donald Trump being dead, over the weekend there was a hashtag called Trump is dead, and it was trending. And a former special assistant to President Biden discussed this. Her name is Megan Hayes. And she said about Trump not making appearances for several days, quote, to go down for 6 days and just have a slew of true social posts, I think she meant truth social posts, that are very chaotic and people can't follow them, is all concerning. The problem is the president is not being transparent about his health. The same people who covered up for Biden for years are concerned that the president, who held 3 consecutive press conferences recently in one day, takes a little bit of time off, and he's not being transparent about his health. And Tim Walz, the man who would be vice president, joked hopefully that maybe Trump is dead. Number 17.
You get up in the morning and you doom scroll through things, and although I will say this, the last few days you woke up thinking there might be news. Just saying. There will be news sometime, just so you know, there will be news.
Now, can you just imagine any politician of his level of prominence on the Republican side of the aisle joking about the possible death of President Barack Obama? Now, there may be some news even soon. He may not be dead now, but sooner or later he's going to be dead, and then we can celebrate. Can you imagine? You know that thing in the White House? I mean, Morgan Freeman, the actor, goes on Piers Morgan when Obama was president and called Mitch McConnell racist for wanting Obama to be a one-term president. Doesn't every opposition party want the president to be a one-term president? I want to remind you of what he said. Can you imagine if Mitch McConnell had made a joke about the death of Barack Obama, number 27?
Has Obama helped the process of eradicating racism, or has it in a strange way made it worse?
Made it worse. Look at the Tea Partiers who are controlling the Republican Party stated, and what's this guy's name? Mitch O'Connell. Is that his name, O'Connell?
Yeah. Mitch McConnell, yeah.
Mitch McConnell. Their stated policy, publicly stated, is to do whatever it takes to see to it that Obama only serves one term. What is that? What underlines that? Screw the country. We're going to do whatever we do to get this black man. We're going to do whatever we can to get this black man out of here.
But is that necessarily a racist thing?
It is a racist thing.
Is it not just Republicans? Wouldn't they say that about any Democrat
No, because they
president?
would have gotten rid of Bill Clinton if they could have.
But they tried.
They did try, but still. I don't. They're not going to get rid of Obama either. I think they're shooting themselves in the head.
Okay, all right, that's enough. So, wanting the opposition party, the leader of the opposition party, to be a one-term president, says Morgan Freeman back then, that's racist because Barack Obama, of course, is black. Calling Donald Trump a fascist and a racist and a Nazi is not a problem because Donald Trump is white. And Donald Trump is, well, Donald Trump. Really? Again, just imagine what would happen to any Republican, let alone somebody of Tim Walz's level of prominence, joking about the possible death of Barack Obama and then hoping that, well, maybe we'll have some good news on that down the road. Let's hear it again, number 17.
You get up in the morning and you doom scroll through things, and although I will say this, the last few days you woke up thinking there might be news. Just saying. There will be news sometime, just so you know, there will be news.
And you notice the laughter. And no condemnation by the mainstream media. Did Chuck Schumer say, hey, dude, come on? Nancy Pelosi say, hey, dude, come on? Did Hakeem Jeffries say, hey, dude, come on? Remember, nearly 30% of Democrats, according to a poll, had hoped that the would-be Butler assassin had been successful. So, of course, they're not going to say anything. And then there's Stephen Colbert, Notice the audience, number 16.
When I came back in the office, I was shocked to learn that this weekend, the biggest story was frenzied social media rumors speculating whether Donald Trump had died. For the record, Donald Trump is very much alive, okay? And no, we like our presidents alive.
You heard the boos, and even Colbert knew this was too far. He had to say something. He didn't want to tick off his audience, so he didn't lecture them, but he just said, we like our presidents alive. Because one of the reasons Colbert's show has gotten canceled is because it was, as are the other ones, with the exception of Greg Gutfeld, of course, nonstop, 24/7, blasting away at Donald Trump, despite Donald Trump's, in my opinion, increased popularity. That's a problem. Here's what Trump said, number 23.
Sort of crazy, but last week I did numerous news conferences, all successful. They went very well, like this is going very well. And then I didn't do any for 2 days, and they said, there must be something wrong with him. Biden wouldn't do them for months. You wouldn't see him. And nobody ever said there was ever anything wrong with him, and we know he wasn't in the greatest of shape. No, I heard that. I get reports. Now, you knew I did an interview that lasted for about an hour and a half with somebody, and everybody saw that was on one of your competitors. I did numerous shows and also did a number of truths, long truths, I think pretty poignant truths. No, I was very active over the weekend. They also knew I went out to visit some people at the club that I own pretty nearby on the Potomac River. And no, I've been very active actually over the weekend. I didn't hear that one. That's pretty serious stuff.
I'm glad it's
well, it's fake news. You know, it's just it's so fake. That's why the media has so little credibility. I knew they were saying, like, is he okay? How's he feeling? What's wrong? I said, I just left. And it's also sort of a longer weekend, you know. It's Labor Day weekend, so I would say a lot of people know. I was very active this Labor Day. I had heard that, but I didn't hear it to that extent.
I repeat, imagine the fate of any Republican politician of any level of prominence laughingly joking about the possible death of President Barack Obama.